joining me here on just a week in the life of a special education teacher. Right now it is Monday and I am running to do some errands. We only go to school 4 days a week, so today is a day off, and this week is parent-teacher conference week, so I will be staying late on Tuesday and Thursday. The way we do it with our upper grades is the parents just come and go as they feel like it. So they'll be stopping by if they would like to meet with me. That's completely up to them. We do reach out to the parents and just remind them that parent-teacher conferences are happening and that if they want to come, they can come. We encourage them to. Most of mine, they get their progress and they're fine. A lot of them we've either just recently or are about to have an IEP meeting, so there's not really a whole lot for them to meet with me about. So unless they have any questions, they can come by, but again, they usually don't have many questions for me that aren't addressed at an IEP meeting. So my parents are in contact with me all the time. We have Parent Square at school, so that's the program that we use just to contact parents. And again, my parents know that they can contact me whenever they need to and ask questions about things. So really, I don't have a lot that usually come and talk to me for parent-teacher conferences. Sometimes they'll come by just because they feel like they have to because their kid's in my class. So that's fine, and they do stop by. I wish in the upper grades parent-teacher conferences were attended more, but we actually have pretty low attendance usually on those, unfortunately. The younger grades, they still have theirs. They still have a schedule for theirs, so they just get better attendance because of that. Again, some parents don't have the time. Again, we're only doing them in the evenings. It is a Tuesday and Thursday, so hopefully parents would have time to ask off or if they're already off. So we do them from 3:30 to 6 on Tuesday and Thursday. So I've seen other schools where they'll do half a day of school and then half a day of parent-teacher conferences, and so that you can get kind of some people who work during night can come during the day, vice versa. So yeah, it works, and you just have to figure out what works best for your parents. Sometimes I know some of our teachers will call and talk to the parents and count that as a parent-teacher conference. Of course, you always want to have some kind of contact with them. So again, we report our progress every quarter. Parents have a yearly IEP meeting, so most of my parents, unless they're new this year, have already seen me before and have talked to me before. So it really just depends on how long their kid's been in special education. So some of them came to me from elementary and were already in special education. I have one that transferred in this year, and really all of the rest of mine I've had in the past, other than my fourth graders, just because it's their first year in our building, but they all three were in special education before they got to me at our elementary building. So really there probably aren't going to be a whole lot of questions, so I hope to maybe get some stuff done on those days, just to be able to work in my room and get some stuff done. So we will see, but again, I do have to be available for those parents. Of course, work-life balance kind of stinks during this week just because of the fact that we do have to do more work than outside of life, outside of work life. So my little one will be fine. She's going to hang out with Grandma and Grandpa until I'm able to get off work, and then we'll head home. So she loves spending time with her grandparents, so that's a good thing. And so right now, like I said, I'm just running some errands today and then get prepped for parent-teacher conferences. I plan on going grocery shopping today and hopefully getting some meal prep done. I ran a load of dishes, and I have some clothes that are in the dryer. I already washed them and are now in the dryer. So hopefully it'll be a productive day. We shall see. It is Tuesday. Today is parent-teacher conferences, so we are on our first day of parent-teacher conferences. It's just come and go, so I'm just waiting to see if parents are going to come all the way down the hall and make it to my parent-teacher conferences. They are 6th through 8th grade typically do the come and go just because they change classes, and so that would be way too hard to try to organize parent-teacher conferences with each teacher for students and parents to be able to see them. So they just come, and if we're available, we're available. And then we also have Thursday night available. Our 4th and 5th graders, the teachers actually make a schedule for them to come because there's still just one teacher, so those parents can come to the parent-teacher conference with their main teacher and then head on down to see me if they feel like they need to. Our kids get progress reports, so it's pretty detailed in what they're doing and how they're doing. And then of course we have IEP meetings that are going throughout the year. It just depends on when the students IEP is up. So a lot of these parents I've either just recently talked to or I'm about to talk to in the next 2 weeks. So it's up to them whether or not they want to come and talk to me. So a lot of times I'm pretty bored, but it gives me great time to get stuff done. So right now I'm going through and putting together some of my assessment packets for reading, just to be able to have everything ready to go for when it's time to do assessments. So right now they're fluency packets that I'm working on. So took the kids' reading levels and just put the packets together to figure out what they need. And then I realized there were some practice pages that go with it. So right now I have 112 things to print off and that's not even counting the copies that will need to be made for each kid. That's just the individual assessments or practice pages, because they had quite a few practice pages for each level. So when you teach special ed, you have a lot of different levels. It's not just like one grade. Each grade maybe had, it looked like I don't know, they had a level A, B, and C, and then there were quite a few of each of those, so I'm not even sure how much they have for each grade. So again, I know that last time I went up to the printer to print something off, it said 112 things is what I have that need to be printed. I have not printed that because that will be lots of pages, and I want to wait. So just sitting here waiting for parents to come in, and today was kind of a catch-up day for the students, so we just need to wrap everything up we were doing before Halloween, and so that way we can move on to our stuff that we're doing in November. Thursday. Today is our second night of parent-teacher conferences. I saw one parent on Tuesday night, and I've seen one parent tonight so far. We still have about half an hour left, so more could come. Who knows? We'll see. Usually I don't see a lot of parents just because, again, we have IEP meetings and our progress is a little bit different than the way that the traditional grades are. So some of my kids do have their main class is with me, so they do still get a traditional grade as well as their progress. But most of the time parents and I are in constant contact almost all the time. We use Parent Square here at school, so they can contact me anytime they need to. So I really didn't anticipate seeing a lot of parents. I have been getting some stuff together for assessments for tomorrow to be able to do a little data collection. I got my worksheets ready for math for almost the rest of the month. I still have a couple more days to go, but I like to leave a couple wiggle room days just because you never know. Tomorrow we are having our Veterans Day and our beta induction ceremony, so that will be tomorrow morning. So my reading stuff, it'll be off just a little bit, but it's a Friday, which we usually use as kind of a little bit of a catch-up day. So hopefully the kids don't get too far behind, and so it'll be a great day. And again, hopefully the kids will have enough time to do what they need to do. We always have fun at the Veterans Day assembly, just honoring those veterans. And then the beta induction, again, is a big deal for some of our kids who get into junior beta club. They can, of course, go on to do that in high school as well. So, of course, since we don't have a high school, this is as high as it goes. So they're able to participate in that. And, of course, I'm excited for that because I was a beta club member when I was in middle school and also in high school. And then we went over to National Honor Society in the middle of my high school career. So I was both. Today was a good day. I had a kid who had an attitude problem that we had to kind of sit down and have a little chit chat about, but other than that, great day.